Well, hello, friends, and good afternoon. It is good to be back in the office. I was out in the field on Sunday with my first showings in a minute, and was out in the field actually with one of you yesterday, working on a shared investor client, big investor client, and so it was great to be back out in the field yesterday, and today back in the Clark Street office. So good things all around. I'm looking forward to catching up with you guys. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Perfect. All right. I got my headset in over here so I don't disturb Angela, who's cutting you guys some checks and getting some deposits in your accounts. Well, guys, go ahead and talk to me. What is new? What's good? What are you working on this week? Don't ever
Hi,
jump
Nick.
in at once.
Hi,
Hello.
Nick. I'll jump in. How are you?
I am a lot better. I'm feeling a lot better. I think getting back out there with you guys and had my best friend in town this weekend. It was good to be, good to be around good people and good to be back doing what I love. So thank you for asking. How are you doing?
I'm good. I've got a closing coming up Friday, and I need to follow up with some people on some potential listing, and I've got a buyer client who's sort of stuck and trying to get him unstuck. So working on that.
Let me get our spreadsheet open here. I should have done that before I jumped on. Hold on one second while I do that. And can you guys see my screen?
Yep.
Perfect. All right, get my caps
Yes.
lock off. I just realized I think the last two conversations I was having online, I think I have my caps lock on this morning. All right. So we are, and so he's working up that buyer client stuck follow up. And I'm sorry, Bill, what was your other piece? It was listing follow up?
Yeah, a potential listing follow-up, and I also have a closing representing a investor buyer. It's coming up on Friday.
Perfect. So maybe some post closing marketing just sold or just something like that. Definitely love when I see you guys do that. So nice work, Bill. Appreciate you being here as always. I'm going to go ahead
Thank
and
you.
jump in. Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to go ahead and jump in next and get mine done quickly here so we can get back to you guys. So as you guys may have seen, Edna and I are doing the third in our in her fireside chats, senior fireside chats. We spent a lot of time on these, and I'm really excited about this. I'm excited about all of them, but this one I think is going to be really special. We're going to be at Wayne Beals's multi-generational, multi-unit housing listing on Thursday. You guys will be there by Zoom, and we're also going to be talking about reverse mortgages, which I know very little about. There's apparently been several iterations of reverse mortgages. They've got kind of a negative connotation in the industry, but you have an expert in Edna because she's done one. And she also saw the change from some of the old ways they did them, which had some negative connotations, to the new ways. And she has a great panel for you. Not only is Wayne going to be speaking on ADUs, accessory dwelling units, but she is brought on these panel of reverse mortgage experts. They're going to talk about how to do it the right way if that's something that works for you. So there's some really great topics from her. So my job is to promote the consumer education series, senior housing fireside chat, and then get with AMC Theaters, because I'm not sure if you guys saw, but Wicked is out this Friday. So Actually, I think some people may have already gotten to see apparently, I'm not that VIP at AMC because I didn't get invited to the sneak peek. But Wicked 2 is out, and that's going to be our VIP event for consumers. So, what you guys are going to want to hopefully reflect then in your accountability to yourselves, either this week or next, is you have got to clean up those databases. If we scroll up in this, you have a lot of you guys are saying that you guys were working on that. Well, now I'm going to throw some money at this so that you guys will have to show that work product because your databases need to be clean so you can have your VIPs and your past clients getting this invite. You can't blast it out to the world. We'll flood the movie theater with people we don't know, and I will not be happy since I'm bankrolling this. So we got to get it out to the right people, but it's going to look really cool. So we love when we do those movie theater VIP rent outs where we rent out the whole theater. I think we've done, my gosh, we've done close to 20 of them now, 4 or 5 different movies. So we got a cool thing we do, and at no cost to you. So who is going to go next? Maybe that triggers some of you to change what you're going to say today or not.
Nick, it's Donna.
Hey, Donna.
Hey, first off, when do you have the dates for those AMCs yet?
No. So they do not allow me to rent out the theater for the brand new movies the first week. So otherwise we would have had this on the schedule. And then they moved back the day it came out. So basically, no, I don't have the dates yet, and I may not have them by Tuesday. That's going to drive me nuts. I really wanted to roll them out for Thanksgiving week. But I just checked an hour ago in the AMC app, and I still do not have access. I have access to rent out any theater I want, but not for Wicked 2 yet. So I'm gonna have to call them, and let me put it this way: they are about as easy to get a hold of as Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac during the government shutdown. So I will be working on that, though. So what are you working on this week, ma'am?
Well, I was asking because I still never did my November newsletter, so I was going to add it just for my VIPs if I had the date. But I want to do my newsletter and add, I have a closing on Friday. So I wanted to add that property and that closing to the newsletter. And also about my ABR certification, because I still hadn't promoted that. You told me to tag you. That's on the agenda this week. I want to do some, I want to start doing more stuff on Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn, like more tutorial kind of stuff, things that I've learned, or if you have questions about this or that to get people engaged. So I want to start putting together better content.
I love that. I think some of you guys have seen me recently really, besides my Instagram stories, not be posting to my main feed. I've had some comments about that. Room view is great as a supplement. It cannot be the main course. It's kind of like the E-team leads. It can't be the main course of dinner or you're starved. If your room view is the only thing that's posting to your social media, that's going to be a little sad. You guys have such great knowledge. Each one of you has your own individual fortes and your own style. But the more you guys go out there and, be like Skylar, in your own way, or, be like Wayne Beals, and everybody's got their own things they want to tweak. Skylar and I were just talking the other day. He's like, I want to do this more and I want to do that more. And Wayne's like, I really got to be posting more. I think those guys are great. I can help you with that in terms of, if it's maybe just holding you accountable or creating an outline for things. Yes, I would love to work with you on that because you've got some really great knowledge to share. And the more we can be online as experts. Last night I was up super late. For some reason, I just could not get to sleep. And I was looking online and man, the realtor content out there right now is really sad for most of them. I'm like, man, we have all fallen off the wagon here this year more and more as the market continued to just suffer and chaos is out there in the world. I think people are just off their social media game. So good. I love this list. And also, as sometimes this happens, guys, when one of you are speaking, sometimes that triggers something for somebody else. I need to do my SRES announcement because I did finally, thanks to Edna pushing me, get my SRES designation done. So, but it took it took Edna a summer and all the way into the fall pushing me, even though I feel like I earned that sideways with my family. All right, Edna, you unmuted yourself. I gotcha. Do you want to go next?
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
Congratulations again.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for what you did to push me.
Um, a couple of things I'm going to work on. I need to get me some business cards because my seniors, they're not that tech savvy. So I need to get some business cards and I'm working on getting the flyer out.
Perfect. And I saw you post the flyer. That looked great. Guys, we have a new graphic designer that we will be announcing most likely tomorrow. We just have to confirm that we've got enough time on Ask Us Anything tomorrow because I've got another topic for you as well. You are going to love her. It is really, I'm gonna call her Amanda 2.0. She really is she's done a lot of stuff in the not only graphic design space, but specifically within graphic design space, a lot about user experience. She's got a passion for user experience, just a whole nother angle on graphic design. Her degree is in graphic design. Her passion is graphic design. She doesn't have a lot of other stuff she loves. She doesn't have 12 different businesses going. So I really feel like we've got a good one in this. Laura Medina actually was the one that found her and started talking to her first for us. And then when I interviewed with her, I'm like, oh my gosh, can you start tomorrow? So you're really going to like her a lot. But that will be great. And new business cards, definitely work with, her name is Destiny. Work with Destiny on that. And then what else are you working on this week? I know you're working on more. Oh, you said promoting the event, of course.
Yes.
Promoting Thursday event. And then hopefully, if you guys missed the last one we did, it is on my YouTube channel. But I think this will probably be the best of the three so far in terms of recorded content because we're at Wayne's listing. We're going to have a tripod set up. Edna's speakers are on Zoom. So it's a little bit more controlled environment. The first time we did it at Edna's house, and she's not used to doing Zoom live with me hanging out in her living room. Last time in my living room, it was a little crowded with three people on my couch. We didn't have the right setup, so we were kind of bouncing back and forth a little bit. We should have been probably at my desktop. This time at Wayne's Listening, we've got a nice little setup in here going. So, guys, join us Thursday at 6 p.m. And then if you want to just text that code we always do for our events, it's Exit Strategy Events, all one word, to the number 85377. You'll get right on our Eventbrite and you can sign right up for that Zoom link for Thursday night. All right, Edna, thank you for all you're doing for this event series. This is really some quality stuff. And, we spent months, dozens and dozens of hours on this stuff. So hope you guys appreciate and enjoy it and use it with your clients too. All right, who's next? Thank
I
you,
can
Edna.
go.
Bridget, two
Hey
times
there.
in 24 hours. We got to hang out here live in person last night. We had fun.
Yes, we did. And we get to do it again tomorrow, right?
Yes, we do. Yes.
Okay, so that's one of my things, accountability. He actually sent me those 50 lots that he has.
Oh,
So I am going to be seeing what I need to do with that. So I'm gonna get with you.
absolutely. Please do. Yeah, that's and so Bridget has a fascinating guy. Really nice man. Sometimes I've met some investors that have a lot of money and they're not very nice people. He's also just kind, wanted to get to know me a little bit more yesterday, knew what was going on with the family. Loves Bridget. And he's got all kinds of different investment interests and buying and selling. And so he's really a fascinating human. So Bridget, definitely get with me and let's get another aspect of your work with him going. So perfect. That's going to be great. Good for you. All right. And then who's next?
I'll go real quick.
Natasha, how are you today?
Hi, hanging in there. I have been really slacking with my newsletter. Need to get on that. However, I have been reaching out to past clients who have purchased with me in the past few years before I reach out to them. I'm doing this strategically. I'm checking to see if they have their homeowner's exemption. And I have found 12 of them that were not recorded. And I've been reaching out, I've been calling them. If they don't answer, I send a text. And then I send them an email with the link to apply for their missing exemptions and getting some really good feedback with that. Provide value.
So you will see.
Natasha,
Yes.
they can also get money back from previous years. I got like $1,200.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
doing.
Yes.
I'm like,
Definitely.
hey, you're
Yeah.
missing, you bought in 2022. I see you're missing 23 and 2024. Go to this website, apply, and in like 6 to 8 weeks, you're going to get a check back from Cook County.
Yes, definitely.
So I've done some so actually I am the, and Natasha, to answer your text from earlier this morning, I am the king of not getting my home. For some reason, I've filed for my homeowner's exemption and multiple times over the last, how long have I owned that condo? Since 2012?
2012?
Multiple times, 2012, so 13 years. Multiple times my exemption's fallen off. And if you guys know anything about my place, I bought it for like pennies on the dollar, but also my taxes are almost $20,000 a year, which is ridiculous. That place is not worth anywhere near what they think it is. But I own 4%
Nicholas,
of my.
you need to go downtown to City Hall.
Natasha Murphy, I have gone down to City Hall multiple times over the years. So I've filed multiple times for what they called a certificate in error, gotten big checks back. And then, but sometimes what happens is when you file the certificate in error, it is not automatically guaranteed that that then attaches that homeowner's exemption to the property moving forward. Because that's what I thought, Natasha, after the last round. And then the next year I go and I look and I'm like, well, no, it's not attached again. And so I had to do the whole thing all over again. So it's the best, what Natasha's doing, guys, is she's going on, and Natasha, maybe you can talk about this if we've got time either tomorrow or next week on Ask Us Anything. We could even do a special training on it. I'd love for you to consider doing that. We need to be in touch with our clients about their taxes, because if you guys are not aware of what's going on right now, go look on my Instagram stories from last night. Jamal Green's got a long video about it out. Our clients got and some of them haven't even. I don't have my property tax bill yet. It got mailed. I don't have it in my mailbox. You guys have some. We all have some very, very upset clients because property taxes went way, way up on the residential side. On the commercial side, they went down because half of that 30% of downtown is vacant. So in the assessor's mind, they're worth less. So the city and county budget didn't decrease. So guess what? That tax burden shifted to the residential side. So you're seeing massive tax increases, even though we're not seeing massive value increases. So we got a world of hurt right now going on. So I am going to, if you saw me scroll down for next week's accountability, I'm going to start working on another property tax appeal workshop. I've got to update that property tax appeal tool that we have that you guys may have forgotten we have. We got some work to do. And Natasha, you're on the leading edge of that with the homeowner's exemption conversation, because that's step one. Is property tax appeals take a long time. A homeowner's exemption takes 5 minutes. Even the certificate of error takes less than an hour. So we'll do some, I may have to do mine again and do a whole video on it again, or find the old video. But thank you, Natasha. That is a great idea. And then if we can do those one-on-one touches, in addition to some nice educational pieces, we got some good content out there. So let's make that a goal, guys. As much as fun as the Wicked 2 is going to be for the cute stuff, we have some meaty content that's needed content as well. Good, good, good. Thank you, Natasha.
Nick, you might want to go down to Maywood instead of downtown. Go to the Maywood's assessor's office. I spent many times there dealing with my mother-in-law's property taxes, because she doesn't have to pay anything. She's a disabled vet widow, and just trying to get that in order. She's been in her house 3 years, and it took probably 1.5 to 2 years to get in order. But Maywood was very helpful. So going there maybe.
I might try Maywood this time. I've never had a bad experience in terms of the line was never long, but somehow the service didn't like. It's like I eventually, I got my check in 6 to 8 weeks, but the homeowner's exemption isn't sticking, and I literally filled it out separately one time and handed it to them, and apparently they lost the piece of paper. So, this is a mess. So thank you, Donna. That's a good idea to go to Maywood this time.
And another trick is the assessor's office Facebook page. They actually message you back very quickly. I've gotten a lot of responses from them on Facebook fast.
Assessor's office Facebook page. That's kind of like I discovered that if you have an issue with American Airlines, go to X or Twitter and tweet them, and they will fix something a lot faster than trying to call their 1-800. So everyone's got their ways. You guys know with me, text me and I will. That's the best way to get me to do something real quick. Everybody's got their best form of communication. Good tips here, guys. I hope you guys are writing these down, or if you're watching the video later, make some notes to yourself. Okay, good content, guys. Who's next?
Hi, Nate. Karen speaking.
How are you doing today?
I'm Karen. Someone else there?
There she is. Yes, Karen, go ahead.
Okay, I'm delivery. Hi, Nick. How are you? And everybody.
Much better.
Okay, good. Okay, I'm delivering the presents for my VIP clients all this week. And I start from Saturday, and I'm working in this thing this week. And another thing I'm working right now is since photos with Santa. I'm gonna invite a few past clients and the future clients, future opportunities. I'm working on all these things.
I love that idea. I would love to do that for you guys this year for the office, but unfortunately, Wicked 2 is going to wipe out our our consumer engagement budget for December. But that is a great idea, guys. Write these ideas down. These are wonderful, Karen. That is fantastic. Good stuff. Wonderful stuff. And ma'am, I still owe you a work product. I still owe you something that we talked about 2 weeks ago. So just harass me. Just text me.
Don't worry, Nick. I scheduled for the next week the appointment with you.
Oh, we can do that live together. I got my letterhead ready for you. Perfect. Okay.
No,
I love it.
We are already in the schedule. Thank you so much, Nick.
Thank you.
See you
Karen.
soon.
See you soon. And speaking of people I've got on my schedule this week, I see I've got L'Oreal on here and Patricia. I think I've got coaching sessions with both of you this week. Anybody else want to unmute themselves and tell me what they're working on this week?
I'll go next.
Mallory, hello. Mallory, go ahead.
Yes, I have some leads that kind of wrangled away from me, so I will be focusing on that when we get off the call. I did listen to the Wise Agent seminar or webinar the hour before here, and I liked what I heard. So I'm going to look at my CRM and apply what I learned. I have been getting my holiday gift bags and things like that together for my clients and continuing to send out personal notes.
I love that. I love all of that, guys. So good. Those, Brian Buffini calls them pop buys. Those are just absolutely gold. Everything from birthday check-ins on up. And get a roll of stamps, guys, and do personal notes. I need to get back to my birthday card, those birthday cards, personal notes, things like that. It's back to basics time, and what a great time to be reminded of that is the holiday season. That gets you started. If you get in that mindset now, how cool, then you can kind of just carry that through into the new year and make that a habit versus a holiday only thing. Great ideas. All right. Thank you, Mallory. Patricia, I see you. Hello, ma'am.
Yes, I sent a private message because I have my 11-month-old up, so I just don't know if I'll have a chance to talk or she'll throw a tantrum here. So
Okay.
I sent a message that I want to be held accountable for doing new business cards, open house signs, and listing signs, as I just joined the brokerage around 2.5 weeks ago. And I'm not new to the industry. I've been licensed since 2018. For those that do know me, such as Mallory from our Women's Council days, Natasha and Nick actually brought me on to Exit, so thank you to you both.
Thank you for coming here, by the way. We are very excited about she's been a leader in WCR. She's a top producer, very well respected in the business. We were really excited to have you choose us because everybody wanted to work with Patricia. Trust me. So welcome aboard, and yes, I'm looking forward to. I think we have 2 coaching sessions set up. So I'm looking forward to getting stuff done with you, and also introducing you to our new graphic designer.
Wonderful, and thank you for that. What I'm actually looking for, because of the fact that I don't have the open house signs yet, my listing does not allow listing signs up front, but it is currently listed 2 weeks now in the Timbers community in Palos Hills. So if someone is looking for an opportunity to host an open house this weekend, I want to make sure my seller is taken care of and someone has an opportunity to do that. It's a great listing. My mother and stepdad used to own it. And I actually am now reselling it because the agent that the buyer purchased with is no longer in the business after all the changes from August last year. So she loved my brochures, even though she bought it virtually. So whoever from her family was there must have grabbed a brochure and she remembered and wanted to use me to sell it. So we've had a decent amount of showings, but I think just doing an open house with a potential price reduction right before the open house would be great for someone who wants to, like I said, it's only been listed 2 weeks, who wants to take the opportunity. It's hard for me because I always do all my own open houses and have my own QR code system to actually give this opportunity away. But since I don't have open house signs just yet, I want to make sure, like I said, the client's taken care of.
Great.
And everything is updated in this condo, so it's really easy to show. Heated marble floors, very nice kitchen. So yeah, if anyone has any questions, feel free to reach out. If anyone on here wants to host the open house, feel free to speak up. And
Yeah, guys, that's a good opportunity. So Patricia is, if you don't know Patricia yet, she's extremely detail oriented and really is going to have, sometimes you roll into somebody's open house as a guest host and like they haven't really properly prepped the place. I can guarantee you her stuff is going to be all perfect and ready for you to go. You're going to know everything about the place and you just got to sit there and, have your marketing materials out to work with those potential buyers coming. That's a great opportunity, guys. Think about
I'm
that.
happy to pass along my tips on how I convert leads with sign-in sheets where everyone entering has to actually sign in. You have some great information if you just came out of the Wise Agent training. They talked about open houses and how to convert that information right after the open house. I'm happy to share my tips for whoever wants to host it. Lastly, I'm going to be doing my annual, just like I had my daughter around Thanksgiving last year. I was crazy enough to drive around delivering Thanksgiving pies to past clients and ready to pop any day, but I did it because it brought me joy. So I'm going to be doing the same thing, but
Did anybody else? I think I may have touched my phone. Could you repeat that last sentence?
yeah, so I'm going to be this evening and tomorrow delivering to my VIP clients things that I have been doing for the past few years. I did it last year, even when I was very close to due date, but I was up ready to pop a baby any day. But you know what? It showed them how committed I am, and I want to keep up doing the show. And I'm driving to their home opportunity to talk with. If I don't catch them, then I take a photo of myself.
She's breaking up here a little bit, guys, but I think you got the gist of it. Yeah, Jasmine, thank you. I'm like, it's not just me. Sometimes when I touch my cell phone during a laptop presentation, it shuts my audio down. It's okay. So, Patricia, thank you very much. Hopefully her Wi-Fi picks up there a little bit. All right.
Is this any better?
Yes, that's much better.
Okay, so I was just saying I'm delivering Thanksgiving pies today and tomorrow to my top 25 VIP clients. If I don't catch them in their home, then I take a photo of myself and the pie and I leave it on their doorstep, and it gives me an opportunity to touch base with them.
I love that. Good content, great ideas, and guys, that should be on your to-do list. So that's perfect. Thank you, Patricia. And again, welcome aboard. Great VIP talent addition to our folks here. Who's next, guys?
Hey, Nick.
Hey, Jasmine, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing much better, thank you.
Hanging in there. So I have a listing photo shoot Friday with Laura. Um, so I need confirmation because this is kind of in the sphere of my Zillow Flex client. So I'm working with the husband, but his wife has a property that she wants to sell. I didn't get her through Zillow. I got the husband, and he's buying the property under his LLC to rehab. So I'm trying to I still need confirmation if that falls within their referral sphere, or is this something that I take on?
Hmm. And I always, and here's what I'm going to tell you. Obviously, we ask Andre, we know what the answer is going to be. If I'm kind of, let me talk to Tabron too, see his thoughts on it. My thought is, I'm on the fence on it because on one hand, the husband is the one that has it's his contact information, and he's a buyer.
Mhm.
She's got a
Mhm.
separate thing going separately. That one is almost like, to me, I'm like, well, it's far off. But at the same time, depending on where you are in your scoring, if you've already got something that you're about to close with them, if you're referring it to Zillow Home Loans, like if your score, and again, I'm going to be with Andre on Thursday. I've not had a chance to look at the screens this week, but I've got my coaching and accountability session with him on Thursday. I would say, think about that. We can chat offline a little bit about it too. It would increase your score, but that's also whoosh, money out of your pocket. Yeah, and it's not a buyer. It's a separate transaction. So, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, I'm like, I just want to get clarified. And that also makes a difference on how I choose to ask for my commission if I have to pay them. So that's why I need confirmation. So that is Friday. So yeah, I just need to hear back something by Friday.
And my
But
thought
yeah,
with go ahead. I'm sorry.
I don't know. And I would just say pretty much I'm just trying to keep up with my leads. Some of them I had pre-approved, but then circumstances happen and they're not. But I have one client that should be getting pre-approved this week. They're moving from Florida here, so we'll be looking at homes next week. I did refer them to Zillow Home Loans, but he did not have the credit score, so I had to refer them to my own uh personal lender. He's a veteran, so it'll be a VA loan, so hopefully it's easy peasy. But yeah, that's it.
Thank you. And one thing I'm going to continue to work on that didn't quite get done at the Zillow conference that I was at was I'm trying to get Zillow Home Loans to bring their down payment assistance program, pilot program that's in the DC, Maryland area to Chicago, which will directly benefit this firm more than any other firm. For the few, there's actually there's no other brokerage that I know of that's in Zillow Broker Flex. It's all power teams. We're the only one that got in as a brokerage, but we are in the zip codes more often and we're scoring better in those zip codes than most of the other people. It seems like the lead flow is coming to us in those zip codes that are going to be more prone to either need some credit score help or down payment assistance. So I will continue to push them that this is the best next place to bring that pilot program. So thank you for prompting me again. I'm continuing to push on that. Okay, who's next, guys? Good job. Good job. I'm going down our list here. I still see, let's see here, L'Oreal. And then let me check and see. I think Dan Nolan may have texted me his. Hold on. Nope, don't have it. So Dan and L'Oreal. Dan, if you want to just text me yours if you're indisposed.
I'm just kind of listening for motivation this week.
Okay. Yeah, that's that. You know what? We always have a few, and I love that. That's sometimes just a week where it's like, okay, I'm just gonna sit back and listen. And a lot of people have told me when they watch the video later that it's like they don't. This is not their jam in terms of accountability, but it prompts them to then go act outside of this session on some of the same things that you guys are talking about, in their own business, which that's really helpful. So good. All right.
Oh, Nick, I just wanted, so I know I spoke with you about my listing and Calumet. So essentially my seller is now in like pre-foreclosure. So the lender is having them look into short sale options. We did reach out to Curbio, because I have used Curbio before. I didn't know that they changed their policy. Like, they check your credit and stuff now. They didn't do that back then, when my previous seller did it. So when my seller applied for their program, they got denied. So Curbio isn't as accessible as it was previously.
Oh, that was one of the best things about Curbio was that is actually why we got into that program so excitedly was that they weren't checking credit. They were looking at the overall, it was about the house. Oh, that's too bad. Man, I might reach out to them. Not that I can barely get Zillow to talk to me about bringing the pilot program here on down payment assistance. I doubt Curbio is going to listen to me. There's probably a reason why that policy changed, but that sucks. All right, so we got to work on that Cal City listing then too.
It does seem
Good.
like the season for foreclosures are coming, doesn't it?
Uh-huh. Yep. Bridget and I were talking about that with our investor buddy yesterday.
20% increase coming in the next
some,
numbers.
something's going on,
Chicago's,
guys.
yeah, Chicago's like number 4 or 5. Sorry to participate so late. I wasn't able to talk.
No, we appreciate you as always. We know you're busy. So, yeah, guys,
And I
that's
want to
something.
thank everybody who I haven't seen on this call before, like Jasmine. I'm glad that everybody's starting to participate in this. This is a great forum where we can just air out what we're seeing and get tips on how to handle it. This is like our bullpen back in the old days. Remember?
Yeah, this truly
This
is.
is our
I love
electronic
this.
bullpen.
Yeah, this
So
is
thank
like
you all
this.
for showing up.
Yeah, I can't seem to get us critical mass to do those farming calls I wanted to do, or like you guys are all like electronically farming at the same time or something. I'm still going to push you guys on that, maybe in January when it's miserably cold out and you're not outside. But this, in the meantime, this is a weekly standard, guys. I've been doing this since 2005. Literally since 2005, I've been doing accountability every Tuesday since 2005, literally. So, and
I
it is,
don't want to miss a one.
yeah, I mean, this you go back, ask Rachel Montiel. I was doing that at Keller Williams every Tuesday at noon. So I'm nothing if not boringly consistent, guys. But it's certainly evolved over time, and I think this is the best version of what we've had. The one big thing for the week, you get in and out of here in an hour. But Dan, what are you working on this week? If you want to share.
I have a $500,000 home in Muncie I need to put a sign in the yard for. The tenant who was in there took the key and the garage doesn't have a code box on it. So I'm going to go out there with the sign, some signed paperwork, prove I'm supposed to be on that lot. And I'm going to have a nice house in Muncie available by the end of the week. I also stopped and got some signs in the yard for 919 Sibley that listed this morning in Hammond. And I still have my listing at 6704 Leland that looks like it might actually turn into a short sale. Sorry, Mallory.
Wait, 6704 Leland. What city is that in?
Hammond. I got 2 listings in Hammond right now.
Good Lord. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. All right, good. So
And they're all special favors because it's something I can handle, even though it's a little bit more long distance. That reminds me, if I'm going to do a referral, I'm going to split the fees with them if I have to do any sort of major travel.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Or work a better commission rate or whatever. But yeah, I've already put $100 into this Muncie project and I haven't even gotten in the car to go see it yet. But we're all arranged to do so. I just need a key or a garage code.
And here would be my suggestion too, Dan, is once we, as we continue to build out these, our Indiana team, look at who's more local to certain listings. I'm doing this actually right now. I'm doing a 3-way deal with 2 of our agents where they wanted my expertise. They didn't want to just refer it out. So there was 2 of us. And then I'm like, I looked at where this thing is on the map and I'm like, I got to be honest with you guys. I'm unfortunately probably going to have to get a newer Tesla. I think my Tesla is down for the count. They keep telling me maybe this week they'll get it running, maybe next week. Right now I'm driving my stepdad's F-150 and that's just not working. It's a little too big for me in the city.
That's bumper cars, and watch out, get out. What color is the truck, sir? I just want to stay away from every color truck.
Just stay away from any Ford F-150 dual cab Lariat in silver with a giant tow hitch out the back because let me put it this way, that tow hitch has hit more than one car already. So all right, but in all seriousness, Dan, think about maybe even, as these continue to evolve, doing a 3-way listing where you've got boots on the ground, or I'm even doing this on the buy side on somebody where I'm like, okay, if you need me, I'm more than happy to do the negotiations. I've got Tabor doing the paperwork, but I want to, especially in the winter months when there's less time to be able to show property. A lot of people don't want to show when it's dark out or they want to get home to their family earlier in the winter. I feel like I can have people out showing houses till 9:00 at night in the summer and nobody even raises an eyebrow. In the middle of winter, everybody wants to be home by 7, So think about conserving your time and being creative with who you partner with sometimes. And for some of you guys, you're like, hey, I want every single dime of this. I'll drive everywhere and I'll do all the paperwork. My deal's my deal. So think about that. I can always coach you guys.
There are some of us out there who don't mind sitting in the car for a while to get the job done right.
Not until my car drives itself fully, and that requires a newer Tesla. Keep selling houses, guys. I need to sell more houses too. All right, good job, Dan. Thank you for our Indiana leadership. That is really going to be a place where I'm as excited to start shining there. I'm already actually starting to get comments from people that they're like, hey, I see it. Do those tools you have work in Northwest Indiana? I'm like, they do, and no one has them over there. But even fewer brokerages have what we have over there. So between the exit tools and all the cool marketing and texting
just a
stuff,
different form.
Yeah, just different forms and an extra MLS bill, and maybe not the most interactive board, but anyway. All right.
We have ways of around that. So if you are involved with the
Ooh. Was that me? Dan? Anybody else hear Dan? Dan? I can't hear him.
Yeah, if you need any sort of specialized, if you have specialized training that you need to take a look at, I know I got the dedicated time for you. Just ask when you need it, and I'll take good care of you.
Oh, and Dan, that reminds me, if you could get me those videos, you sent me that one amazing center. You did?
It's at the end. The things that you need to know are at the end. I'll make a full one when I have an opportunity to get my computer running right. It didn't come out though. I was going to do a full expanded version and it hasn't transferred over. So it's a media issue, not a Dan issue.
Okay. All right. That sounds good. We'll figure that out. And again, thank you for everything you're doing for us over in Indiana. It is going to be amazing as we continue to spread the word. Just think of what we did on, Nobody Knew Us Anywhere. People starting to get to know us, especially on the south side of Chicago. Now we're number 2 and number 3 in a lot of the neighborhoods, number 1 agents in 2 of the neighborhoods. Yeah, we're going to kill it in Northwest Indiana. All right. Guys, did we get through everybody? I am fully booked with you guys this afternoon. So, where Edna was like, hey, me and the reverse mortgage team want to get together with you to run through everything. And I'm like, that will have to be tomorrow. You guys have me booked all the way into the evening and almost to my TV time with my dog. I appreciate you guys. Again, thank you for your grace last week. And yeah, I will be seeing you guys all week, online and in person. See you guys later. Have a great day, everyone. This has been recorded and we'll get this out to you and the rest of the office. Bye-bye.